Now, stop me if you have heard this one before. Once upon a while ago, there was a fisherman's puppet, carefully made by hand. The puppet lived a simple life inside a model lighthouse, with everything in its place. And every day began the same way when he brushed his wooden teeth. The toothbrush was in its usual place. Well, if you don't think wooden teeth need brushing, you've never had a cavity and a splinter at the same time. Next, he put a log inside his little stove to warm things up. The puppet would put a log inside the stove. Careful now. It would get cold in here. The puppet would put a log inside his little stove. Nice and warm, safe from the storm. Next, he would take his duster and carefully dust his lucky seashell. Over there, on the shelf. His routine never changed. Next, he would dust the little seashell on the shelf in the corner. What next? Next he would take the old duster. There. The shell reminded him of the sea when it was calm. Next, the fisherman would open wide his window to check the weather. It did get a little stuffy in here. Time to open the window. A quiet sea tonight. Finally, and most important, every day he would work on his latest model. There, in the center of the room, a perfect model of his own little lighthouse, exact in every detail. It was nearly finished too. Only 2 pieces needed to be added to the replica. The little model cabinet and the final section of the wall. The model should be a perfect replica. There was a section of the wall missing and a model cabinet. They must have been around here, somewhere. Yes! Good. Now, the final touch. A tiny puppet of himself to put inside. There. Lucky this model snapped together. Now the little puppet could go in its little rocking chair. Tired out from his routine, the fisherman would rest his aching wooden bones in his own rocking chair and go to sleep. And dream of models. Safe inside, where the smell of paint and glue was always fresh, where the world was simple and snapped together, the puppet would follow his routine, brush his wooden teeth, dust his lucky shell, and work on his model. within worlds, walls within walls, closing out the storm so it could never reach inside. Until one night, something changed.
Has begun and stocks are looking thin again this year. We all know there's a big catch waiting out there somewhere, but hold your hauling lines. Reports are saying a huge storm is blowing in. It might be nothing, but better safe than salvage, I always say. Coming up next, another hour of thrilling nautical news after these messages.
Every morning, the fisherman's pap had to walk inside his model lighthouse with everything in its place. And he began his day the same way. Except this morning, something